This building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington Commanders. Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather, and we are underway from FedEx Field. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On first down, right back to Gibson. He'll get this to about the 38. Teams met up earlier in the year back in week 4, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Second down, Hal back to pass. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect with. But not go down and fumble the ball.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus? Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And a broken tackle could not free him. Taken down right at the 10-yard line. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And Howe will throw it. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards the pickup there. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
On 1st down, Howell. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Howell. This will be caught at Samuel. Touchdown! Curtis Samuel with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Commanders are able to answer the early 3 points and take a 1st quarter lead. Boy, just zero hesitation from the rookie passer there, partner. He is coming out firing in this opening quarter.
And all the talk leading into this game was that pass rush, talking about challenging this guy, getting into his grill, getting into his space. And how about him? Might be his 1st year in the NFL, but I don't see any fear in him at all. How about that big-time throw right out of the gate?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased, and they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. They find some open field here. Touchdown, Cowboys! Tony Pollard, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Cowboys have regained the lead. And Jonathan Garibay out for the PAT. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes the score Cowboys 10, Commanders 7.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Throw right side complete to Dotson. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Gibson. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Powell. Throw over the middle into the hands of the tight end Bates. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. On the counter, Gibson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Back to throw, Powell. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Damone Clark. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the Commanders will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
With a play fake, and now here's how to throw it. Looking for the crossing receiver, and he's got him. It's Samuel. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
On second down, here's Gibson again. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. 3rd and 2, here's Howell. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. The 30, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fields it right around the goal line. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Past midfield. There he goes, left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Commanders. Such an electric play. So much fun to watch. And you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for this offense charge, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On 2nd and 12, Prescott. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this point with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got it complete to Tolbert. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And taken right at the 35. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. To throw again on 2nd down. Powell. That one caught by the tight end Bates. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. from the gun on third down. Howell throwing the out route and complete. It's Bates. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
A 59-yard attempt.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
Room here to run. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 122 yards for him now on the ground as he goes over the century mark here. I'd say he's ready for the playoffs ahead, no doubt. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
2nd and 1 from the 2. Here's Pollard again. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Hey, 47. Here we go, 46, 46.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he's into the clear. He's at the 40, 20. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. They're part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game.
Taken at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
On second down, Prescott again. His throw incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Prescott now. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. On is the punter, Brian Anger, to kick this one away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense, as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll go again with Gibson. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. 3rd and 1. Howell's going to throw it. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And that will skip out of bounds right at about the 18-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
They'll run left with Pollard. And slow going there as they'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A jet sweep. Here's Tolbert. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense dive diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Prescott from the gun on third. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So you think it's not tough playing quarterback in the NFL? How about what we just saw there? The rush got home on third down. He had to stand in there and take the shot as he released it. Throws on target, though, and it's good enough to keep the drive moving.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Looking to throw. Prescott. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Prescott. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
The throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott. And his throw is going to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. To throw is Prescott. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt, and that'll bring him back within a point. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them, and let's get the ball back for us.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Faking the handoff. Howell. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
4th down now after a loss of 2. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. This is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He didn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Prescott. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. How about Jonathan Allen there pushing upfield to make the stop behind the line?
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now Prescott. Flush to his right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Only a short game there, but that's okay if you're the offense. They brought a lot of pressure at him, and he uses athleticism to at least get back to the line and make 2nd down a lot shorter than it was looking for a moment.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the 1st down, even throwing the football.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Second and 4. Here's Hal to throw on 2nd down. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Straight ahead, Gibson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, They've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now he'll look to throw it. His throw complete right side to Bates, the tight end. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Gibson here running out of the gun. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders will add to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. He's got room. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 139 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or 2. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Dak swinging this out quickly to Lamb. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get it.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll be a loss at 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Well, the number 1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Prescott's throw hauled in by Washington. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get a lot of it back. And now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Third and short yardage, Prescott. Pass to Tony Pollard out of the backfield. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. throwing. Prescott. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch. And most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get it.
Partner, you absolutely cannot take a sack in that situation. Now, it's also 4th down.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one.
Now, that's just simply good coaching and excellent technique on that play. You know why? Because everyone wants to rush the passer when they want to throw the football, but you're not always going to get there. So what are you taught to do? When the ball's finally thrown, get your hands up in the passing lanes, and they batted that one away.
No. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. They'll run with Gibson. And Gibson looking for some kind of opening, but he has none. They rally up to stop him short of the marker. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. Fielded just inside the 30. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw pulled in by Lamb. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy 1st.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are on the field.
Now Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
To throw, Prescott. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. Prescott. He's going to launch it for Washington. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, Let's think along with the offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Now Prescott on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Washington is going to win the football game. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
106 yards rushing for him now as he is finishing off the regular season with a bang. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close.